Hi guys, your baby girl is here again, Joy. Joy. And here again, we are still in the series of overcoming the spirit of debt. Yes, and mind you, we've talked about what is debt and then why do people go into debt. We've discussed about the points. I gave you guys 9 good points on why people go into debt. You understand? I will discuss about it. And currently, we are discussing the ways out of debt. Yes, the ways people can come out of debt. And we talked about, I gave you guys I have a 10 points that we are discussing on ways out of debt. And we've discussed point 1, which is exchange your life with Christ. Point 2, which is pray and trust God to enable you free from debt. Then point 3, which is accumulate no new debt. Point 4 says list out all your debt. That's how you can know, you can sort it out. Then point 5 says use a written spending plan budget. Yes, you need it. Then cut your coats according to your cloth, probably according to your size, as they say. Then we also talked about point 7, which is check what you're spending on. Don't spend lavishly, and so that you know what you're doing at the end of the day. So, and we also talked about the point 8. That was our last series, which was regular savings. And today being the day 9, yes, today being the day 9 in our teaching series of overcoming the spirit of debt, we are discussing point 9 and point 10. Yes, and the point 9 here we're discussing about is I was saying the point 9 says withdraw from your heavenly bank account. Yeah, now this may sound very funny, very funny, but it's true. There are banks in heaven, and you may believe it, whether you like this or not. It's true. It's 100% correct. You understand? Now we said this bank that we're talking about is unlike the bank of the world. You get? It's not secured. You get? And the money of this world loses its value. But in heaven, the bank of heaven is not subject to thieves, runs, corruptions, or economic recession. So this is the best place to keep your money with 100% interest. Yeah, whether you believe it or not is the truth. Say, but you know there is no way you can withdraw from a bank account without first depositing. Now, depositing is what gives you the room. Okay, it's what gives you access to withdraw. Because when you don't deposit, there's no way you can have access to the account. He said, if your account is empty, probably dormant, and you go to the bank and you want to withdraw, come on, nobody's going to attend to you. Even if anybody's going to attend to you, trust me, you're never going to go out with the cash because you never made a deposit in the first place. You understand? So you just have to make a deposit first before you can, before you can start thinking of withdrawal. You understand? So it is the case of heavenly savings. You must learn to sow. Like as I was saying, how do you sow into your heavenly bank account? So yes, how do you do that? It's a very easy way. First of all, you must learn how to sow into your heavenly account, okay? So that you can withdraw in the time of need. Now, how do you do that? First of all, you must start by paying your tithes, the 1/10 of your income, okay? The 10% of your income that God's demand from you. It's not even a waste of money, trust me. And it has been a deposit into your heavenly bank account. So it's tithing, and you are making a deposit into your account in heaven. This is a mystery, and until you get this revelation, you will think that your tithe ends in your pastor's hand. It does not. Because even in the Proverbs 22 verse 9, it said, he that had bountiful eyes shall be blessed, for he giveth of his bread to the poor. Hallelujah. So on another thing now we have to look at it. The first point is by tithing, and the second one is by giving to the poor. Yes, give to the poor, give to the needy, giving to people around you that you know that they are less